Hey guys, this is Colin from Lake Effect Magic, and today we're learning the forehead change. Let's go. Go ahead and mix those up a little bit for me. And then whenever you feel like you're satisfied, go ahead and pick any card out of the deck.
I'm trying to pick a card. Okay.
Okay, good. You can put the deck back in my hand. And you can show her and the camera the card, but not me. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there? Go ahead and stick it in there. Now, the way this trick works is it's kind of like a teleportation trick. So it's also like a lot of mentalism effects. A lot of like you have to kind of believe in the card to get it. Okay? So the way it's gonna work is one of you needs to be a volunteer. Who wants to be the volunteer?
Okay, what's up?
Okay. So not yet, but you will be closing your eyes, and she's gonna coax the card out of your mind. Okay? So I need you to pick a second card for me for a second. And we'll put the deck down. I want you to look at the card. It's just a random card. Okay? We're gonna change it into your card. So I want you to rub the card on her forehead a little bit. Rub your thumb on her forehead too. Okay? We'll put the deck right here, okay? Now, you've started the connection, so you can take the deck off. Okay. Still the same card, obviously, right? Okay, I'll hold it for a second, okay? I want you to touch your thumb to her forehead, just once, okay? Close your eyes and stick the card back on her forehead. Okay? Pull it off and open your eyes.
Oh my god, that was trippy.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lake Effect Magic. We're going to go over the tutorial in a second, but we're going to talk about a couple things. First of all, we got new business cards, which is pretty neat. You can take a look at those right here. We give them out to anyone we do tricks for out in the street, anyone who asks about our channel. And if you guys would like one of the business cards, feel free to drop a comment and we'll try to get one to you. Alright guys, so this magic trick is a little bit difficult. And it's not because of the sleight of hand that's actually involved for the magic trick. It's because the amount of misdirection that you have to use for the magic trick and the talking skills that are required make the trick difficult as a magician, and it'll help you learn skills that you normally don't have to use when you're just practicing in a room by yourself. So even if maybe you don't want to use this trick in your regular repertoire, it's a good trick to learn and then try out a few times out in the street, because it really gets your misdirection skills up, it gets your conversation skills up for your magic, so it makes it a lot less dull and it'll make you a better magician for it. So for starters, this trick works best when you're with two people and two people only. If you want to modify it, you can. This trick has a lot of openings for like new ways to interpret it, come up with your own ideas. This is a trick I came up with myself, and there's a lot of different takes that you can do on the trick. So there's all kinds of options depending on what you want to do. So let's, before we start, get two spectators. All right, so you have your two spectators and you walk up to them and you're like, can I show you a magic trick? And they're like, yeah. This magic trick is a little bit longer, so maybe like a little pre-magic trick is good. So just like something quick. I like to do like the credit card trick, or maybe Zach sometimes likes to do his ring trick or something like that. So there's a lot of different ideas that you can do with that. Once you're ready to do the trick, you're gonna have one spectator during the trick that's gonna close their eyes. So sometime in the beginning phase of the trick or before the trick, you're gonna wanna have that spectator designated out so that they know what's going on. I usually do that after talking about the trick for a second. So go, all right, I'm gonna have you pick a card for me. Spectator picks a card, have a look at it, and have it memorized. Your spectator, you'll say, go ahead and put it back in the deck whenever you want. And whatever top control you want to do, go ahead and do that. So make sure that their card is on top of the deck so you know where it is. Now you say, all right, I'm going to be having you closing your eyes during this trick. Not right now, don't worry, not yet, but you will be. Now, I need you to pick a second card, one different from the first, any card. They pick it, it doesn't matter. While they're looking at it and like talking, interacting, you're going to say something to try to misdirect the audience, because you need at this point to palm off the top card so that it's hidden in your hand and that they're not going to see it when it's in your hand. So it's palmed in your hand. If you're doing this magic trick at a table, it can be really nice if they can't see that you have the card underneath the table. Otherwise, because this spectator is going to be closing his eyes, I'll usually have the card palmed on the side of the spectator, like with the eyes closed, because when they're closing their eyes, they're less likely to look at it. And this one, my body is blocking the view to the palmed card. And I just have it down to my hip and try to make it look as normal as possible. You can kind of like move your hand around a little bit to make it normal. Don't move it up here though, move it down low and talk like this. And ask them questions, things like that. We're actually gonna have another video to go over misdirection coming within the next week or two. So go ahead and watch that video if you want some tips on misdirection. But for right now, just worry about not letting them see the card and asking questions. Okay, so they have the second fake card and you have their card palmed. This is a really important part. Tell them you're gonna put the deck down on the table where they can see it. So they think there's no way you could have gotten their card out of the deck. They don't know that you have their card palmed. So it's a much more powerful effect. If you're holding the deck when you do the switch with the magic trick and they have their eyes closed, it's not as powerful of an effect as if you have the card palmed. There's a lot of different tutorials on palming. We don't have one yet. We may or may not go over one in the future, but you can find one on YouTube. You can read a book, something like that. It's a really easy, simple palm. Just have it follow the curvature of your hand. All right, we're ready to do this magical switch mentalism stuff. So they have the second fake card. You have their card. Oh wow, what are the chances of that? They have the fake card. You have their card palmed. You're gonna say, all right, I want you to, what I'm gonna have you do is rub it on the spectator's forehead, okay? Here you go. Have them rub it, say good. All right, I'll hold it for you for a second. I want you to just rub your thumb, like make a connection, touch their forehead. While you're doing this, and they're paying attention to this person's paying attention to the sensation of a thumb on their forehead, or maybe they already have their eyes closed. You're in charge of the trick, you're the magician. Either way, those two people are distracted 100% fully for about 5 to 6 seconds. During that time, all you have to do is go like this. That's it. They won't even notice that you changed hands. Maybe if you think that you can be stealthy enough with it, you can actually change hands with it and palm the second fake card back into the palm that you had the first one palmed in. But I usually just switch it, just like that. They don't even notice, something really casual. And if you're directing them and you're talking to them and things like that, it's something that they're subconsciously not gonna register at all, okay? So you've made the switch. They had this one as the second fake card. You've switched to this new one and you've got the other one palmed and you go, all right, I'm gonna have you put the card back on their forehead again. When you do this, you've told this person to close their eyes now. So you're like, all right, we're gonna have you close your eyes now, okay? I'm gonna have you put this card on their forehead. Notice how the spectator with the open eyes has the face of the card facing away from them. I pull it up like this, and I even like coax it right in front of their forehead and tell them just to put it on. This way, the spectator isn't tempted to look at the card. It's happened to me before where I've just handed it to them, and they're like, can I look at it? And then they realize what happened. You hand them the card, and you say, all right, put it on their forehead. They put it on, and you go, all right, take it off. Or say, funnel your energy, or if you want to be mystical about it, you can. If you want it just to be a really simple trick, I like to just make them believe that I'm skilled and have sleight of hand. I'm not really into the mentalism kind of thing, but either way, ask them to take it off and say, all right, open your eyes. The spectator will open their eyes, and they'll be like, whoa, that's my card. And then they'll be holding it, so like they'll look at it themselves and be like, whoa, I really am magic. And you haven't done anything this whole time. You've got the second card still palmed in your hand. At that point, either like during their reaction or somewhere in there, you just pick the deck up and palm it back on the deck. Maybe give it a cut so that it's lost in the middle of the deck. And they're like, can I see the deck? You're like, yeah. And they look and it's like in the middle of the deck. So they're like, oh, how did you do that? How did you switch it like that? So yeah, that's how to do the forehead change. It's a really cool trick and has a lot of room for interpretation. There's a lot of room for molding and morphing and change it into your own tricks. So get really creative with it. This is just kind of a base thing, and it's a really good way to practice your misdirection skills. This is the biggest part. It's gonna help you practice palming, and it's gonna help you practice misdirection. Because you're palming for one person, pretty much one person, but you're also getting practice palming for more than one person, because that's two different things that are important in palming. If I'm palming for the camera, I can palm at you like this, and I can hold the card like this all day, and if you didn't know I had a card in my hand in the first place, you'd never know, because I've always got my palm facing like this. When you have two perspectives and I have my palm like this, if I turn it away from one person, the other is going to see it. So learning to palm with multiple people takes a lot of practice, and it's something you'll get good at by doing this trick. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, please drop a comment. We will definitely try to help you out and be as useful as possible to you. Thank you for watching. Remember to like if you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you know what to do. See you next time on Lake Effect Magic.